Well, what's up everybody, Peter Gilmore here for another video on the Peter Gilmore YouTube Wrestling channel. Not gonna go through the entire spiel, you know what to do. Like the video and subscribe. That's it. Just want to come on here for a little bit on this late Thursday night and talk about some breaking news. Kind of broke a little while ago, about an hour or so ago, so as always I'm late to the party, but it is what it is. That's pretty much it. But well, the big news of today, besides Kenny Omega is going to be gone for 6 months to to heal up and everything with injuries and his vertigo and stuff like that. So he's going to be out until May of 2022. So 6 months, with his shoulder injuries and all the other shit he's got. So that was one of the big news stories of the day. Minus the other crap, the Big E's in hot water because of his gyrations that he's doing and stuff. That's not even a big story. Come on now. But it is what it is. And that, Tony Storm getting named to the SmackDown Women's team, that's not big news. But, Survivor Series coming up on Sunday, nobody gives a shit. And that's it, really. But the big news that that's been a lot of people are starting to talk about right now on Twitter and Instagram and social media and YouTube and everywhere else. Once again, the WWE is on a cleaning spree. And we already talked about the 18 people that got released about a month or so ago. Well, tonight there's 8 more people that got released because of all the budget cuts. Yeah, basically, Nick Khan and John Laurinaitis took the band hammer, bam! It's like, get out of here, you're out of here. We don't need you anymore. So 8 people got released today, bringing the total number of releases by the WWE this year to a whopping number. 79 people got released this year by the WWE. And some of them left, like Adam Cole, baby. But that was released because that wasn't a release. He finished his contract and left. But other people like Malachi Black, Andrade, the list goes on and on and on. I'm not going to name everybody, but, Keith Lee, some big names like Keith Lee and stuff like that, Mia Yim. All of them got released, and most of them have gone to other companies, mostly AEW. But the people that got released recently, some of them from NXT, they're going to be getting back to work in a couple weeks because they have 30-day contracts. But the main roster people, they got 90-day contracts. They can't wrestle until February. Well, really February the 2nd. I think the beginning of February. Let's put it that way. But today, 8 more people got released, and they can't wrestle until basically the middle to end of February. And most of those people, these people I'm going to name in just a second, probably going to AEW, maybe to Impact, maybe to MLW, or maybe Japan, or they could go to Mexico. There's 2 people that may be going to Mexico, but we'll see. But that's it. But let's get to these names, and it is what it is. Alright, so the 8 people that got released tonight: Drake Maverick, Jackson Ryker, as we all know him as Gunner. So, yeah, Gunner is gone. Tegan Knox, or Knox. No, not Mike Knox. Tegan Knox. Shane Thorne, otherwise known as Slapjack. And the big names, really one of the big names, John Morrison. And they get rid of the entire faction of Hit Row. Well, the remnants of Hit Row: Isaiah Swerve Scott, Ashanti the Adonis, and Top Dollar. They're gone. And the recent, and more WWE budget cuts. Budget cuts. Otherwise known as we don't have anything creative for you to do. So, you stay in catering? Goodbye, you're out. So, let's quickly talk about these names. I'll do more tomorrow. I meant to do a stream tonight, an open forum, but I'm too tired to do it. But I'm not going to do it now. But it's 12 o'clock at night, so I got other things to do. So I'll talk about this more tomorrow on what was supposed to be my open forum on TGC Reborn. So I'm going to push that back to Friday afternoon. Talk about that. So it'll be once again an open forum, but I'll mostly be talking about Kenny Omega and his leaving for 6 months. And I'll talk more about the releases a little bit more in depth tomorrow, and some more wrestling news as I get you guys ready for SmackDown and Rampage tomorrow night. All right, but anyway, let's talk about these really briefly. Drake Maverick, don't care about Drake Maverick. Basically he did nothing in WWE, even though he was Cruiserweight champion for a little bit. First, one of the first 24/7 champions. Blah blah blah. You had the whole thing when he was the 24/7 champion. He was going after it and trying to consummate his marriage to his real life wife, Renee Michelle, and then he lost the belt to our Fool. And then basically after that, wasn't really doing much. He supposedly was the GM of 205 Live. I think they got rid of him doing that. And then he was in a tag team with Killian Dane, who got released. The man name is Big Damo in Ireland and in the indies scene. So yeah, so they had a pretty decent tag team, with him and with Drake and Killian Dane. Then they released him. And basically, Drake was in no man's land, where he didn't do much in NXT after Killian Dane got released. He was just get the living crap beat out of him. Then they put him on the main roster. And basically put him in the 24/7 title pool with all those other idiots like Akira Tozawa and Drake and Drew Gulak and company. And then he formed a little group with Drew Gulak and Akira Tozawa trying to go after Reggie in the 24/7 title. Every time they had a plan, Reggie would get out of it. So really nothing for Drake to do besides eat Titus Catering, Titus's mean old steak, and the Divas cookies. Not like those cookies, I mean, but the chocolate chip cookies. But basically, he was in irrelevancy, and I really don't care about his release. Good night. You can go back to Impact for all I care. But, you won't be Rockstar Spud again. Well, maybe you could be, but who knows? You can go back to Impact and just suck on Scott D'Amore's dick some more. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. But you won't be talking to Madam Carter anymore, so... Alright, next on the list, Jackson Ryker. Don't care. They had something good going with him in NXT, him and Cutler and, Steve was, Ryker, the Forgotten Sons, I forgot the names. Ryker, Cutler, and, the other guy. Screw that whole faction up. Bring him to the main roster. And it was supposed to be with, remember they were with Baron Corbin, and it was supposed to be the Knights of the Round or something like that. That barely went anywhere. They broke them up. They got rid of, I think, one of the guys, and they got rid of Cutler. Oh, Wesley Blake, I should say. So I messed his name up. But so they got rid of Wesley Blake, they got rid of Cutler, and freaking Ryker was left all alone in catering, doing nothing, and then he resurfaces as, Elias's buddy or something like that. They form a tag team. Blah, 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 blah. Long story short, Elias turns on him. They have a stupid feud. And then that was it, and then we barely even saw Ryker on Raw or SmackDown. So he was basically sent back to catering, and you know what happened. So he's gone. And personally, I really don't want to see him in AEW. I'd rather him go back to Impact and become gooder again. But it is what it is. That's that. Shane Thorne. Just say that he's gone. Let me just move out of the way because Rose is talking up a storm. So give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Had to shut the door. But anyway, Shane Thorne getting released. I'm not. I don't care. Some of these releases I don't care, except for Hit Row and John Morrison. But Shane Thorne, I thought they would have done something with him in NXT. With TM51, and then I think his tag team partner, I think his name was Miller. I forgot his name, but he gets hurt. He messes up his knee, and then Shane Thorne is by himself. Then they give him a new tag team partner. Oh, I forget the guy's name. So really didn't do much in NXT. Then they bring him up to the main roster. They put him in Retribution as Slapjack. Very, very, basically, his career was gone after that, so really didn't do much there. They break up Retribution. I mean, really shouldn't have never even been in the damn group to begin with. It was basically all of them are basically soon to be released. Well, they broke them up. Mercedes Martinez is gone. She's now in Impact going after Mickie James and the Impact Women's title this Saturday at a Turning Point that nobody's going to watch anyway, except for Polston, but it is what it is. Mia Yim is gone. I don't know where she's going to go, except with Keith Lee, with Keith Lee's going to AEW and then back to PWG, so she'll probably go back there, or maybe go to AEW with Keith Lee. I think that would be a great idea, be in that women's division, but we'll see. Yeah, I thought they were going to do something with Shane Thorne. Maybe, they'll reform TM51 if, the other Aussie guy that was his partner would come back after he broke his leg and all that stuff. They should have been tag team. I think they were tag team champions at one point in NXT. But they sent him up to the main roster, put him on a garbage group like Retribution. He's gone. Mace and T-Bar on Mace is on SmackDown, basically doing nothing and just doing corny matches on main event. So he's going to be released pretty soon. Dominik Dijakovic basically got killed. Killed means buried by Damian Priest. He's stuck in limbo right now. Probably going to release him, and he might go, I don't know, maybe go to AEW, I don't know. So basically, all Retribution, besides, Mace, T-Bar, and Mustafa Ali, are still there, but I can bet you nothing, all three of those guys are going to be the next to get released. And basically, who wants Mustafa Ali at this point, but it is what it is. Mustafa Ali, but who cares about Retribution? But yeah, I could probably see Shane Thorne going to maybe like an indie fed, maybe go to Japan, maybe go to Impact. I would think he'd be okay in Impact, but AEW, I don't know what they would do with him, besides probably put him in catering, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. So yeah, another guy gone. So that's number 3. Number 4, Tegan Knox. Why? I thought she was pretty damn good in NXT. Had a great feud with Dakota Kai. Then, they put her in a tag team with Shotzi. When they brought them up to SmackDown, they beat, at the time, Natalya and Tamina, not once, not twice, but 3 times to get a title shot. Never got a title shot. I mean, they never had the damn freaking title match. Why? And then next thing you know, they take Tegan's first name out, and they name him Shotzi and Knox. And then we don't see Tegan Knox for a while, and they just promote Shotzi. So Tegan Knox was kind of in limbo, and now she's gone. I don't understand that. But this is what happens when you got douchebags like freaking Nick Khan and John Laurinaitis doing the budget cuts because of all the talent relations shit. So yeah, Tegan Nox would be awesome in AEW. Awesome. I would love to see her and Britt Baker go at it. Or, anybody on that women's roster. Because they need a lot of women. There is a lot of women on the roster for AEW, but most of them are like, not big names, or they came from an indie fed or something like that. But Tegan Nox, put her on freaking Dynamite or Rampage, or put her on Elevation and Dark and just let her shine, and that's it. But that's why I think Tegan Nox is gonna go. It just sucks that she's gone. It just sucks. I don't know why they broke up Shotzi and Tegan to begin with. But now look what Shotzi is. She got a title shot against Charlotte and gets buried. Now she turns heel on Sasha, supposedly having a match tomorrow night. But like I said, from what I heard from a fan of YouTube, that Sasha was going to go after Charlotte and the SmackDown Women's title was supposed to possibly win it. And then it might be Becky and Sasha going at it at Survivor Series, but we will have to see tomorrow night. But like I said, Tegan Nox gonna go to AEW and just shine in the women's division. But it is what it is. Before I get to John Morrison, I want to talk about Hit Row. Hit Row, and if you don't know, now you know. So, a couple of weeks ago, they got rid of B-Fab, and that the 18 people got released. B-Fab was one of them. I didn't really understand why, other than that she was green, meaning she wasn't really that good. But, so, I just think, and then today they get rid of, the rest of Hit Row, Ashanti Adonis and Top Dollar, and Isaiah Swerve Scott, they got rid of them. They were so good in NXT. They were getting massive love in NXT. The fans loved them. And then in the draft, they get drafted to SmackDown. I was like, yep. They're gonna ruin them. Like everybody from NXT comes up, they get ruined. Because Io's coming up. She basically is gonna be on Raw pretty soon. After she gets done with War Games and everything. Gonna be put on the main roster on Monday Night Raw. And you know what's gonna happen to Io? Bye. Which will piss me off even more. But then again, I'm hoping that Asuka comes back, but I'll get to Asuka in a second. But yeah, they get rid of Hit Row, and I'm thinking, why did you even draft them? They come up, they have the intro promos, then they get that thing on SmackDown, but they introduce themselves and everything, and then next thing you know, the next week, B-Fab's gone, and then a couple weeks later, now the rest of Hit Row is gone. So they come in, cut promos, they beat the crap out of Sami Zayn, and leave. Stupid. And I feel bad for Isaiah Swerve Scott. I feel really bad for Isaiah Swerve Scott's cousin, Prince Idol. And he actually said, God forbid, it will suck if his cousin Swerve Scott got Shane Strickland, for those you don't know, but now you know. He said it on a video. I forget what video it was on, but he said he kind of almost predicted that Swerve might be getting released. So now he's released, and where is he gonna go? I don't know. I hope AEW. I think he would do really well in AEW and maybe get the TNT title. But I don't know what they would do with Ashanti Adonis and Top Dollar at this point. I don't think anybody would want them. So I think Top Dollar will probably go back to being a freestyle rapper. Maybe the same thing with Ashanti Adonis. And as far as Shane Strickland goes, like I said, I think he's going to go to AEW. Maybe make it a reappearance in CZW, because he was Wired Champion for a time. He might make an appearance in CZW. But we'll see what happens with that. It just sucks for Shane Strickland. It just sucks. Former Cruiserweight Champion. Former North American Champion. He was so good at NXT, I just don't know why they got drafted to SmackDown. I think they brought them on way too soon, and they were there for like a month. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. But this has been WWE's bread and butter. Everybody that comes up from NXT, not all of them become stars. Not all of them. The only stars I have from NXT right now is Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley, even though they kind of with Rhea Ripley. And now they're kind of de-pushing Bianca right now. But pretty much it. So I don't know. I can tell you they're going to, when Io comes up, they'll push her and then goodbye. That'll really piss me off. But yeah, I could probably see Shane Strickland in AEW by February, but we'll see. And the main one, the big one, John Morrison, I think is a mistake. I think it's a big mistake. They broke up Miz and Morrison. Miz had that leg injury, and they kind of played that off, and then they were supposed to have a feud, and then they kind of stopped it because Miz got hurt and everything, and then he went to do Dancing with the Stars and really didn't do good there. So I don't know, and Miz is supposedly coming back, I don't know when. So I don't know what they're going to do with the Miz when he comes back. But now John Morrison, I was hoping they would drop this whole Morrison-Miz feud and then maybe reunite them. So I was like, we had our problems and we'll just forget about that. Put them in the tag team division, give them the Raw tag team titles. They're not going to do that. So Miz goes away, does his Dancing with the Stars crap, and then Morrison's left in limbo. And then we see him. He's doing this meditation guru type thing. He's like, I must channel my chi. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And then next thing you know, he's gone. I mean, they get rid of his wife, Taya Valkyrie, or Frankie Monet. Stupid idea, stupid to do that, but even though she wasn't really doing anything in NXT anyway, so she's gone, and now her husband, John Morrison's gone. I think he's going to go to AEW, become Johnny Elite. Johnny Rest, Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Mexico. Now he's going to be Johnny Elite. Pretty much. And I think, I said this to Nick, and I said this to another, my good friend, Bud, I forgot what his name is, but a good friend of mine on Instagram, let's put it that way. I told him that John Morris is going to AEW, and he's going to join up with, get ready for this, and it's going to be, it probably will happen. That's not happening, but it will happen. John Morrison and Taya Valkyrie will come to AEW and join up with Andrade to form that Los Ingobernables faction. With him, with Andrade, Malachi Black, and then John Morrison and Taya Valkyrie. Maybe Shinsuke if he goes there, because Shinsuke's going to be gone pretty soon. And, Bestia and Dragon Lee, because they, basically, they can go there right now, because Ring of Honor is going to be gone in a couple weeks anyway, so that's going to be another super faction, with Andrade's little group. So he's going to have his little buddies there, his familia, if you will, and they're just going to, in 90 days, I should say, he's going to wait for his good buddy John Morrison, the former AAA champion, and his wife Taya, the former AAA Reina del Reina champion, the women's champion, for those of you who don't know. So, just wait for them to come in, and then that's it. So, yeah. So, John Morrison's probably going to AEW with his wife Taya Valkyrie. I could probably see Shane Strickland in AEW, Tegan Knox in AEW. As far as Ashanti Adonis, Top Dollar, Shane Thorne, Gunner, Jackson Ryker, and Drake Maverick, I basically don't care. I don't care where they go. And if they do go to AEW, they'll probably be relegated to Dark and Elevation. They probably, maybe a match on Dynamite, probably like a jobber match or something like that. I don't care. But, you know, it's like we always say, WWE be firing and AEW be hiring. And I can tell you right now, AEW's roster is going to be massive by next year. This is, Vince McMahon, I saw, I think it was a video of that Vince McMahon, I think it was by Dark Horse actually, that Vince McMahon planned all these releases. So, we can't really put the blame on Nick Khan and Bruce Pritchard. Not Bruce Pritchard. Nick Khan and John Laurinaitis. So we really can't put the blame. We could put the blame on them. So it is what it is. It just is what it is. So probably get more in the weeks to come. I mean, Kyle O'Reilly's about to go in December. At the end of December, Johnny Gargano's contract ends on December the 3rd. I don't know if they're gonna give him an extension. What's gonna happen with Johnny Wrestling? Kevin Steen definitely going to AEW, even though there's rumors that he might get an extension. I hope he doesn't take it, because he's ready to get ruined. He's been ruined. So I just tell Vince go fuck himself and go to AEW and reform Mount Rushmore with Adam Cole, baby, and the Bucks, while Kenny's away. And that's it. And then he kind of reformed the Undisputed Era too, with Kyle going there. And then Bobby Fish is already there, and you got Adam Cole, so they kind of reform, like I said, the super undisputed elite era of the elite, I should say. And then when Kevin Steen goes there, they might just turn into Mount Rushmore 3.0. But we'll see what happens with that. And like I said, I forgot to mention Asuka, but we haven't seen Asuka in a while because she hurt her elbow. Not my doing, but it is what it is. So she's been on the sidelines with her elbow injury and then the rehab and everything. But we haven't seen her because Creative has nothing for her. So, I think Nick actually messaged me about it and says Asuka's probably next. I'm like, I think you're right, because really they got nothing for Asuka to do. So if they do release Asuka, I'll be mad, but I'll actually be happy because she's out of there. But where does she go? Does she go to AEW and kill that entire women's division, and hopefully change her back to Kana, because her real name is Kana-chan. Welcome to Kana-chan TV. Yogato. But I digress. So I think if Asuka does get released, she's going to AEW, maybe going back to Japan. Maybe to be with Kyrie as an ambassador, something like that. Or she can go to AEW, destroy the women's division. I would love to see her and Shida maybe team up or fight. Her and Britt Baker just annihilate each other. But I mean, we'll see what happens. It's not even the end of the year, and they're getting rid of people. This is what WWE is going to be doing for the foreseeable future. They're getting rid of all the unwanted talent that they have and try to hit a home run with these newbies and everything. That's why NXT is the way it is. And the main roster is just going to be, the way it is. That's why WWE is dead. It's dead. That's why I've been putting in comments RIP WWE, because it's basically dead right now. So I'll agree with even my wrestling otaku, the gatekeeper, whatever his name is now. But yeah, he brought up a good point that that WWE is dead. It's on life support. He said. I agree. WWE's been on life support for the last a few years. And not getting any better for WWE, so that's pretty much it. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna end shop here, and I'm gonna do some other stuff right now. So let me know your thoughts about the 8 releases for WWE down below in the comments. Do a video reply if you wish. Like I said, tomorrow I'll get more in depth with the releases and Kenny Omega and the the thing with Big E. Talk a little bit about the Survivor Series. Maybe probably do a predictions video on Saturday. But other than that, just tomorrow's gonna be an open forum, talk about some wrestling news, some more updates about the releases and everything. So check it out on TGC Reborn, link down below. Subscribe to my channels, and then all that good stuff. Alright, so that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your compute! And that's it. So WWE is dead. Good night, Vince. You son of a bitch.